I'm really trying to keep up, ladies and gentlemen. I really am. I think I'm doing it this time. I've got a really good groove going where I can upload almost every single day. Sometimes I have to take a day off, and sometimes I gotta go to church on Sundays. And I'm opening back up Folly's game space, but I renamed it to Folly Town Arcade. And I want to do daily uploads to that channel, but I'm going to do them weekly and then cut them up into episodes. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get it started with the internet dystopia.
My screen lights up, but nobody's there. Your name still floats in the feed I stare. Thumbprints in glass, like a broken bow. I keep your shadow in my pocket now. Everything, every blur pulls me under again. I can't tell the start from the place it ends. Internet dystopia, the gentle ghost. Say my name slow, then you disappear most. Internet dystopia, the gentle ghost. We were so alive, now we only
This RL streamer who records and harasses people all day under the excuse of First Amendment auditing was just attacked live on stream. And this happened after he was live streaming himself harassing a family. And I would never condone violence like this, but this is definitely one of those cases of, oh wow, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Congratulations. Because you're essentially a
Congratulations, you're a fucking moron.
talking flock camera, and you're expecting people to just be a fan of that? Gee, I wonder why families are uncomfortable from you filming and harassing them and their kids in bathing suits. It's overall just so unnecessary, but hey, I've recently covered a few of these
Honestly, I think it is necessary. Somebody had to do it, and somebody had to get beat for it, and I am here for it.
First Amendment crusaders who claim that, I guess, filming and antagonizing strangers in public for their social media content
don't do that.
is their constitutional right.
Can you please help somebody else?
Say what?
I love constitutional rights, and I love that we have them, and I love that it allows people to do stupid shit like this so we can weed them out.
If for OnlyFans, you making money.
I'm absolutely making money. Was he in the military?
Yes.
Then he should understand that this is a fundamental right.
Leave me alone.
I'm taking video in public.
Why?
Because I can.
And the people that do it in this matter are some of the dumbest creators I see online.
Yeah, I don't think that your constitutional rights covers you harassing people.
I feel like the whole point of First Amendment auditing is to be doing this kind of stuff on people that can actually abuse the power.
Let me check real quick. Can you film somebody and harass them? Is that a good way to word that? I don't know how to word this. Filming someone can constitute harassment if it is part of a pattern of behavior intended to cause fear, distress, or intimidation. While filming in public spaces is generally protected by the First Amendment and does not require consent, the legality shifts when the recording is used to stalk, threaten, or excessively single out an individual. I got coffee in my mustache. It's hard to read. It's dripping all over the place. So yeah, you can't do that. Your First Amendment right does not allow you to harass people.
Not random strangers on the street or on a boat ramp just trying to enjoy their summer day. Yet some of them believe that what they're doing is righteous or somehow is benefiting society when you're just harassing people and filming people on a boat ramp.
And what was the reason for him harassing the guy? Why was he recording him?
Or, of course, they just use the excuse of, you're being filmed everywhere these days.
Sitting there complaining. If you don't, he said, I don't want to be filmed. I just don't want to be filmed. If you don't want to be filmed, don't go out in public.
Okay,
that's not how that works.
But I still don't want someone holding a camera and filming me and potentially my kids in bathing suits. It's just very uncomfortable.
I think it only pertains to, like, if you're a background character or if you become part of a social experiment willingly.
dude. And the whole, if you don't want to be filmed, don't go out in public stance is just awful. I hate it. I hate that stance so much, because when you pair that with someone who is actively trying to harass and farm reactions, it's just an awful combination. Because at the end of the day,
Also illegal.
the most likely reason this guy's doing this is to make money on social media. And he even brags about it later on that he's gonna film them and make money on social media and they can't do anything about it. Like, this is pathetic behavior. But obviously, based on the thumbnails from this guy's channel, it's clear that he was hoping to catch some sort of blow up on camera. And I really don't think that he thought that it would result in him being rushed to the hospital, because he ended up getting stabbed. So today we're talking about a First Amendment auditor by the name of Captain Crunch Boats. He's a YouTuber with about
disavow
30,000 subscribers, whose entire channel is filled with him basically just filming people in public on a local boat launch. So obviously, very important content for the greater good of society. That was sarcasm. But the news outlets covering this have been referring to him as a fishing YouTuber, which is a very generous description of him, to say the least. Because, I mean, if you search any fishing on his channel, you won't really yield too many results. I guess the only kind of fishing this guy does is he fishes for reactions of people after harassing them, so he can then post that.
Yeah, they should have put a PH there instead of an F for fishing.
You know, blow up or incident on his YouTube channel. He just wants people to freak out on him when he's obviously just being weird and annoying towards them. So looking at his channel, it seems like he was trying to farm boat launch fails for people to essentially laugh at, people making mistakes when launching their boats. But then he quickly pivoted into, I guess, antagonizing people launching their boats and kind of harassing them, so he could then farm that content for his YouTube channel. Because at the end of the day, it seems like those were getting way more views.
You're gay!
Oh, why did it make me talk? What the fuck? Damn it. See, this guy is so gay that he made me have to restart my whole setup right here. And now I've got 2 videos I got spliced together. Well, you know what?
You're gay.
You're gay.
And if we've learned anything from all the shocking IRL streamers I've covered here on my channel, people watch these guys often to just see if someone actually humbles them or if they get what they deserve. So essentially, people are just waiting for someone to sucker punch this dude. And again, going through his whole channel is just filled with people who don't want to be used for content, who is clearly just being used for content. And when anyone threatens him, he pulls the whole Chud the Builder move, and he threatens to mace them if they get a little bit too close. It's pathetic behavior. And then on top of that, his most popular videos often feature women.
Yeah, what else are you gonna do with somebody like this?
In bikinis, who
I know what you do. Exactly what happened.
he often refers to as that popular garden tool, the 304. So obviously we just have an outstanding model citizen here. But then also he has these like hour-long live streams where he just goes on rants about car dealerships and how they've snubbed him and so on and so on. So clearly this guy is just not really a happy camper. And overall, I would categorize him pretty much in the similar category as Chud the Builder's content, especially with what we now know happened to him. But it's very clear that Captain Crunch here is no stranger to confrontation, and he actually welcomes it because, you know, that's content for his YouTube channel. And in his mind, he's operating within his rights, which I guess is technically true, but it doesn't make it any less weird to film and antagonize families in bathing suits.
Yeah,
and
that's where it becomes not his rights.
Content for a long time.
Where you lose it.
Years ago, there's videos of people allegedly pulling out knives on him, calling the cops
If they sued him, I think they would probably win.
on him, as well as live streams where he talks about, I guess, all of his lawsuits and current civil cases. And I could only assume that those are probably from his style of content.
If you become a member, you're going to get to see the lawsuits and filings before everybody else gets to see them. But I'm going to do a live stream as soon as I get off here with my members only. And we're going to go over the lawsuits that I'm filing. We're going to go over, because I have 2 of them.
And then on top of that, he's
That guy looked like he is very unlikable.
also apparently suing his local police department.
Hey guys, Captain Crunch coming at you with another video. I hope you're having a great day today. In today's video, we have these 2 dumb deputies here. And my lord, does this get wild. I was actually going to the courthouse to file the lawsuits against some of these crazy boaters who think they can just do whatever they want and have no legal repercussions for what they do. This was December 1st of 2025. What ended up happening is I was detained, as you saw in the intro, by these deputies. And you know what? They caught themselves a lawsuit as well.
Meaning, this guy is essentially trying to ruin strangers' lives.
He is a serial suer.
lives for content, all because they felt weird about him zooming his camera in and out on them while they're just trying to enjoy
And he's also a serial sewer.
their day. But as we also know, I guess when certain people get a taste of virality, people can't quit that. They will do anything to go viral. So obviously he continued this, and it was only a matter of time until something happened. And now he's asking for donations so he can get back into this important content that landed him in the hospital in the first place. But this whole incident that we're talking about right now happened at Clear Lake Dock, where Captain usually sets up and films. This time he was currently live streaming, and of course, after an hour of, interaction with people, a man who was packing up for the day yelled out to the captain something about filming his kids. And here the wind is very bad and it makes it kind of hard to hear from a distance.
Oh,
but
fuck.
based on Captain's response, the father thinks that he said something to his kids about filming for OF. And if he did make that comment, that is extremely disgusting. There is no world.
Yeah, I think at that point that what do you do? What do you do, honestly? Probably call the police. But if the police are stupid, they won't do anything about it.
Where you
It
should
is
be able
right.
to film someone else's kids and make comments about that you're filming for OF. That is beyond disgusting. Like,
I believe that is violence.
what happened
Dude
to
deserved what he got.
basic human decency and civic sense? Like,
Dude doesn't have that. He's
does
evil.
that just not exist anymore? I guess the potential gain of ad revenue or donations online just makes people throw that all out the window.
Yep.
It doesn't make sense to me whatsoever.
What? I didn't say nothing to your kids. Yeah, I said I was taking video for only.
Okay, so instead of being normal,
So
and
he did
I don't
say
know,
that.
apologizing or stopping, Captain here, he starts to get into it with the family who are rightfully concerned about, adult men filming their kids and making comments about allegedly. And his response was, "Oh, I didn't say it to your kids. I said it to the grown woman standing next to your kids." Right.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
I didn't say that to your kids. I didn't say that to your kids, bro. I said it to the woman in the black shorts right there.
So, I mean, I guess that could be technically true, but, considering
still-
the children.
I think it's the same. I don't think that saying it to the woman instead of the kids, even though they were right next to her, I don't think that there's a difference there. I think dude deserved what he got, honestly.
Were in frame as he
Welcome.
said it, they were definitely close enough to hear him.
Dude is lucky to be alive.
So this isn't a good excuse for anything here. This behavior is disgusting. It should not be accepted whatsoever. And for context, I am censoring the kids here because clearly these people don't want their kids on the
Thank
internet.
you.
How's it going? I'm just taking some video for only. Pardon? I'm taking video for only. No, I'm dead serious.
And the dude made the comment multiple times in the direction of the entire family as they were loading up their boat and packing up for the day. And I'm just kind of assuming that the dad didn't hear about it until he got up and out of the water. And if I didn't know better, I would assume that he wanted them to hear it and have something to say about it so we can film their reaction for content.
I have no sympathy for nuisance streamers. People who want to cause problems for clicks and views. Anything that happens to them, no sympathy. Literally, whatever happens to them. If they end up getting got, that's on them.
But then the family didn't give him the reaction that he wanted, so he then doubles down and says that OF isn't only that kind of content. So the dad gets upset and gets in his face.
I told her
Everybody
exactly
knows.
what I was doing. What are you? I'm taking video for only. Like I said. Kids? There's kids here, you dumb. I told
Nobody knows that OnlyFans is for other content, and it's not even really.
her. I said it didn't have to be that kind of content. I told him exactly what the I was taking video of.
Don't fucking play games. We all know why you were saying that. You were trying to get a rise out of them, whether it be true or not.
Yeah, there is, you dumb piece of. Yes, there is. Come on. Nah, man, I'm good. Hold my. Bro. Problem, dude. Come on. You were gonna back
Get
up
him.
from me, bro. I'm gonna.
Sir.
Don't come at me aggressive.
No, but come on.
He's not.
We're just trying to keep the
Tell him to
peace.
move around.
All right.
You're looking for only the family
This
boat.
is not an
This
OnlyFans.
is
This
for
has
only, bro.
Dude,
I
see in the
This
shadows.
is YouTube.
Fucking
It
great.
doesn't matter.
So then things start getting heated, and the father claims that he wants to knock him out for
He shoulda.
mentioning about filming his kids for an adult site. So then this
He should have punched the camera out of his hand and then knocked the dude the fuck out.
genius free speech warrior here says, yeah, I'm filming your kids and I'm going to put it everywhere.
It doesn't matter. It's a it's pay for content site. Doesn't have to be what y'all think it is. You dumbass.
You said only.
Can you film kids in
You
public?
got my kids in your.
I'm gonna put it all over. It's going everywhere.
Do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Hey,
It's going all over the internet. All over the internet.
So if your goal is to not get hurt, those should not be words that you say towards a father, ever, or any family man or head of the family. Because it's safe to say, people have gotten very hurt for saying less. And it goes without saying that you have to be quite the disturbed individual to joke about putting someone's children in bathing suits on adult sites. Like, that is beyond disgusting. And obviously, I don't think he was filming for OF. I think he was just trying to antagonize the guy and get some sort of reaction that he could farm for social media content. But still, the dude's disgusting, and this kind of behavior should absolutely be shamed. But obviously, he knows that if someone tries to swing on him or
Filming with predatory intent for the purposes of exploitation or in a way that constitutes harassment, stalking, or endangerment is strictly prohibited and can result in severe criminal penalties. I wonder if he faced any severe criminal penalties. Probably not.
the cops get called, this is amazing content for him. So multiple other people start confronting him, and then he starts calling the mother a dumb bee and Karen, and starts, you know, going on and on about that he's just exercising his rights to use free speech. Like, this guy is dumb as
You pay for that camera right there. Get on them.
Call the police on him. He's been kicked out for years.
I've never been kicked out of here. Get out of here, stupid. Nobody's talking to you.
Hey, he's talking about all and he's putting my kids on their video.
And he's been kicked out.
I've never been kicked out of here. Yeah, I've never been kicked out. I've never been kicked out, you stupid you.
Hey,
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Good. I'm glad, because it's freedom of speech, you dumb.
The dude is acting like a complete waste of space here, and basically, again, that is not a good argument for being a complete weirdo. Like, yeah, congratulations, you can say pretty much whatever you want to in public, but again, that doesn't mean that you're not a freak and that people probably don't want you around them or their kids.
And he's straight up harassing them.
But you guys do probably know how this ends, because the people he was beefing with on the camera actually have nothing to do with the stabbing. Because while he was focused arguing with that family,
what?
a group of strangers came up behind him and one person struck him with a blade.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Bye-bye, Karen. Bye-bye.
You can't, you know, that word around kids. Now I got my 8-year-old asking me what the OnlyFans is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't like violence, but dude.
What the?
hey, not working, man. Not working.
No!
Back up, dude. Get in the car.
I don't feel bad for him.
Hey, get off it. Not working, man. Hey, get him off me. God damn it. Get him off me. Hey, why you stabbing him now, bro? Hey, don't do it. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. I don't know why you just stabbed him, bro.
And here you can hear the moaning and groaning while the people that he was just harassing were rushing to actually rescue him. Because you can hear the woman yelling, put the knife down, while men are telling the attacker
Fucking pussies.
that it's not worth to stab someone. And
It fucking kinda is.
luckily, the cops are already there to deal with this argument, but someone then else calls them back and explains the situation just escalated.
I'm on the phone now. I didn't do nothing. That dude's just sped up.
Ma'am, I just called the police with the
Whatever car he's in, get his license plate.
He's not getting arrested, so fuck him. Cops aren't doing anything. So what do you do? What do you do whenever the law isn't on your side? It's on the side of the person who is being a piece of shit.
I said no. As soon as the police officer said someone was on their way,
I'm not one for-
another man in full black hooded gear comes up with a knife and starts stabbing this dude. I just wanted to delete a video and someone is stabbing him. I'm trying to find him right now, walking around the park to match him.
Man, if I would have been there, I would have been like, fucking good. I'm glad he got stabbed.
So currently, people are a
deserved
little bit
it.
confused in why he was actually stabbed, because I guess people just overheard him and overheard what was going on, and that's what the attacker then
Yeah, dude was talking about putting kids on OnlyFans.
decided to do, because from what we know, the alleged attacker had nothing to do with that family. But also, the guy shouldn't really be hitting the surprise Pikachu if an attacker or the alleged attacker overheard all of this
Yeah, he's the golden goblin. He's the loot goblin.
and decided to do something about it, which is why you shouldn't be doing this kind of content, because suddenly you come across someone who has had enough. and just takes it out on you, which is why you should never do this kind of content. You should never harass strangers in public, especially not to this kind of degree.
I just saw that Japanese people are starting to attack nuisance streamers in the streets. Fucking love it. More of that energy, please.
Because suddenly you'll meet someone who actually wants to do something about it. And there is also other speculation that this could be someone that the Captain had previously had interactions with. So we don't know. Apparently this is his frequent spot, so locals are probably aware of him here. Regardless, the stream ended and Captain was then rushed to the hospital and survived with minimal injuries, according to himself. So he then posted to his YouTube page, stabbed once and sliced once, but healthy
YouTube needs to ban this fucking retard.
as an ox, and I was out of the hospital in a day. And then he decided to insult the attacker who couldn't finish the job and dared the next person who tries him to finish the job. And then
What the fuck?
the next day he posts videos of him in
Dude, just doing it for views and clout, even if he dies from it. Absolute insanity. These people are fucking evil, I tell you.
the hospital, suddenly stating that he suffered multiple wounds and lacerations instead of the one he claimed the day before. And then, of course, he linked a Give, Send, Go, basically a GoFundMe, where he's asking for $25,000 to cover medical expenses and the financial burden caused by being unable
Ban
to
this
work
fucking
in film.
retard from every platform.
Oh no, this guy...
I get banned from fucking everything all the time, just for words. But people like this dude don't get banned because they're not saying anything problematic. And the platforms, they love violence.
Isn't allowed to stand on a boat ramp and harass strangers in their bathing suits for content. And according to news outlets, law enforcement is currently investigating, but nobody knows who the attacker is. And honestly, I mean, it could be anyone, because the dude frequented this area. He's clearly pissed off a whole bunch of people. And as we know, these IRL streamers, we've seen people put bounties on people's heads because they're just sick and tired of people walking around and harassing the public for their own content. It's just a massive net negative for society. I keep saying this in my videos, but I would just absolutely love a reality where we can go out in public and enjoy our day without having to be worried about being farmed and harassed for content.
I love when people are making content in public. I'm fine with kids being in content without consent, as long as it makes fucking sense. If they're like background characters or social experiment or something like that. And if they don't want to be filmed, you walk away from them. You don't have to stop filming. You just got to stop filming them. And if you accidentally film them, that's fine. But if you're doing it on purpose after they don't want to be filmed, you deserve everything that you get after that point.
Without our consent. Is that really so much to ask for? So I guess that's kind of what happens when you play stupid games. You win stupid prizes. So
yeah,
congratulations on that. Hopefully the dude learned his lesson and stops harassing people in public for content.
No, it's probably he's gonna get a small boost and he's gonna be like, I need to make more content like this.
But from the way he responded to all of this, I don't think he did. So I guess we just see where this escalates in the future. So I guess that was another episode of how a IRL streamer effed around, and clearly he found out. So hey, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, drop a like on this video.
Yeah, crazy situation.
Massive day for the unemployed. Jynxzi was right about MrBeast.
Jynxzi
was one of the only streamers to ever call out MrBeast on his inconsistencies, and oh boy, is MrBeast
you know what I gotta say about
who he claims
MrBeast?
he is.
You're gay!
Because apparently he's even threatened legal action against Aiden Ross.
Good luck with that. You know how many Jews he's got behind him?
Threaten illegal. Try it, bro. Please try it.
So why is MrBeast threatening Aiden Ross? Well, no, like literally a well.
If $40 million was raised, why is there only one well? I'm expecting a fucking water park. I'm expecting like, bro, you have millions for water. Where the f***'s the water park?
And this is exactly when Jynxzi comes in, because bro was nailing everything.
We're all donating. He's getting all the credit, but we're all getting pressured into donating in front of, you know, hundreds of thousands of people.
And now,
yeah, because MrBeast was coming into people's live streams and being like, hey, you got to donate to this thing. And then his audience was like, yeah, donate, do it. And then you can't say no to that.
Now everyone is slowly coming around and saying he was right the whole time. Aiden Ross is publicly asking where the money actually... XQC admitted the tactics were way too much. And MrBeast's response to all of it? Threatening to sue people for bringing it up.
Why are you bringing it up?
Yeah, don't do that. You just make yourself look like a piece of shit.
25, MrBeast
Which he
launched
is.
Team Water, a charity to raise money for clean drinking water in Africa by building wells.
Yeah, I knew this wasn't going to last long. For one, these people are degenerates. They live like that because they're degenerates. Not really because they're poor and the government's keeping them down. No, they are culturally lesser. and they will deconstruct your wells in order to get things out of it to make money. And you got to keep going back and fixing it and fixing it and fixing it, even if people weren't stealing shit. And I guarantee you they were.
And that's the thing, nobody has a problem with Team Water, just how MrBeast handled it.
The problem was the method he used to actually raise the money, because it wasn't a normal fundraiser. What MrBeast did was get a huge group of streamers on a live call, cold add other big names while hundreds of thousands of people were watching, and then ask them on the spot whether they want to donate.
Great project.
And if you said no, you get shamed.
Horrible execution. At points, it felt like MrBeast was straight up trying to extort people, allegedly. MrBeast had this record-breaking fundraising live stream with XQC and Aiden Ross, and
Why didn't MrBeast say I raised $12 million? And why did MrBeast say just did my first live stream? Unreal, dude. I don't know what to say, dude. Why do you not want to mention me?
When MrBeast needed to raise money, he had no issues hanging around Aiden Ross or even people like Eddie. But the second the fundraiser was over, he distanced himself.
Was basically just MrBeast pressuring people into donating to Team Water. Bro, this entire stream. And I join and I just see Aiden and MrBeast. This entire stream, bro, I think this went on for like 2 hours, was one of the most like uncomfortable, like weird streams of all time.
Yeah, these people are fucking weird. Out of all of these top streamers, I think Jynxzi is the only one that I could get along with because he seems like a normal dude.
At this point, we all know that stream was awful, and don't worry, fellas.
I could not hang out with Asmongold.
Got some brutal clips to show you.
Jimmy's hostility stems from having his absolute authority and public image challenged. When a creator's immediate instinct is to block peers and issue legal threats instead of providing basic transparency, it leaves a very specific impression. It looks like you have something to hide.
Which brings us to a recent tweet by MrBeast. Team Water 1 year update. The team is working so hard and making amazing progress. Really grateful to all the creators who supported this and everyone who donated. You are the reason Team Water is able to save lives. Check out the video and see what happened so far. And then he said, yo, Aiden Ross, I'd love for you to watch this on stream.
Wow, what a piece of shit.
But rather than answering the tough questions, the footage was so underwhelming that it triggered even deeper suspicion regarding the Capitol's actual deployment.
Treatment systems and the infrastructure needed to make that goal a reality over the next 5 years.
While the clip displayed some baseline activity, measuring that footage against a $40 million budget makes the output look like a drop in the bucket.
Touché, but I still think this is a crazy claim.
See all that metal? See all the metal that was on that? I bet it ain't there.
To make without, you know, actually seeing the full output and judging this off a video.
Not only did I deserve the answers, but other people in my chat and other people that also contributed and donated deserve answers. So do you guys think, genuinely, that this is $40 million worth? Let's see. Let's see. If $40 million was raised, why is there only one well? What do you mean am I retarded? I don't think I'm not saying the Mr. Scam.
Unsurprisingly, Aiden remained unpersuaded by the promotional narrative, maintaining that a $40 million capital deployment should yield concrete, systemic infrastructure rather than a curated montage of cosmetic victories.
That's what he spent the money on, was the video production of the whole thing. I mean, he spent the money on, obviously, building the wells, but I bet half of the money went to the video production.
Curated montage of cosmetic victories. Dude, drop the AI script, bro.
Let's do an audit. Let's see where all the 40 million went. Show receipts and do it a full audit. Why not? If you do an audit, I will apologize.
You know it's serious when a Jewish guy asks for an audit. Anyway, back to some of the greasiest tactics and things MrBeast deployed. FaZe Rug donated $15,000 and MrBeast laughed at it.
That was 0.001%. Let me see.
He doesn't understand how money works because he has so much of it now. And it's not even his own money. It's like company money.
Oh, wait, no.
Dude, these CEOs pretend that they're poor, that all of their money comes from the company. But really all that means is they have infinite money to get whatever they want.
0.18.
$15,000 is still money. He even put Asmongold on the spot while this fool was trying to get some McDonald's.
We know you got a lot of that. Hey! What is this?
Yeah, there's this charity thing called Team Water where
I remember
every
seeing
dollar
this.
donated is a year of clean water for someone in need. Your friends here were saying you were a very generous soul.
Getting Asmongold to donate to Africa gotta be some kind of like comedy bit.
McDonald's drive-thru, man. It's gonna happen to me. You're putting people on the spot.
Nah.
Hey, they put me on the spot too, man. And now I'm bro.
Now they're trying to get me to donate a bunch of fucking money. 100K? That's a lot of money, man. I should have donated like $400, but yeah, guys, I'll go ahead. I'll lay it down. I should have told them that I would donate the amount of money that I made from Twitch from ads this month. You guys want to know how much that total amount of money would be? The total amount of ad revenue made, let's see, how much are they getting? $1.78.
Oh,
Nobody.
Asmongold's pretty funny for a
Yeah. He is costing Twitch so much money just being on the platform.
57-year-old. They also try to pressure Kai Cenat into donating, but he, ignored all of this, so I guess it
Good.
worked out for him. And
Dude, I have so much respect for Kai Cenat, actually. I saw him beating, what was his name? Is it Rukai for getting high? I love that shit.
the end, but also at the same time, Kai Cenat. I show speed as league.
Yeah, fuck Kai Cenat, but he's like the smartest black guy in all of the younger audience viewers, YouTube, whatever.
It's better. This dude sucks ass.
Kai didn't donate, and the internet absolutely went after him.
Incredibly based. The black guys weren't donating to Africa. Literally the whitest panel of all time. But the worst thing about Jynxzi and all this is that while he was donating and like pledging money, they were still making fun of him, and Logan was basically being a dickbag.
Labeling him the poorest person on the call, despite Jynxzi dropping $100,000 of his own money.
While people who don't have money watch this.
Not to be a bro, but there's no way Jynxzi donated $1 million. No.
That's crazy, Jynxzi.
Dude, I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry, dude. I just feel like in this particular group of people, bro, you got the least liquidity.
CryptoZoo had a lot of liquidity when this dude rugged his fan base.
You are right. I did not donate $1 million.
Even XQC wasn't having any of this.
Culturally speaking, Jynxzi commands far more current cultural relevance than Logan Paul.
Yeah, Logan kind of fallen off.
And MrBeast. Gotta say, like, nobody cares about MrBeast anymore.
He might have to go back. Anyway, MrBeast saw some of this criticism in the past and he didn't take this lightly, prompting a reply on Twitter. We were streaming in front of hundreds of thousands of people and the clips got millions of views, so they did get credit.
That's what it is. Views!
Regardless, I don't feel bad asking for multimillionaires publicly to help people drinking dirt water get access to clean water so they can live longer. The word
how about you put that money toward Americans?
Asking is doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
Is it different? Like, I understand you can't save the world, no matter how much money you got. But why are you trying to save Africa? You know what's going to happen whenever you boost these people up just a little bit. They're just going to go work for China, because China owns Africa.
Between asking millionaires for donations and then asking, I'll give a perfect example.
We're going to save so many lives, but in turn, those lives are going to go toward ending the lives of Americans.
You asked Rug to donate. Rug said he'll donate 10K. You said it wasn't enough, so you made him donate more. Fucking weird. I agree with what Jynxzi said. You guys put me in a group chat, and I said, yeah, I'll donate. And then you guys asked me, how much do you want to donate? I said, oh, I don't remember how much I said when they finally got me in the call, but they wanted me to donate like $100,000 to $150,000. Yeah, I donated 50. And
that's what I would have done. I actually, no, I wouldn't have donated anything. I would have told them all to go fuck themselves right there in that call.
Bro, I gave 50 years of free water.
I think I gave $50 too, and as a community, we raised $2,400. Let's go. We just saved Africa.
Who gets all the credit for this, chat? MrBeast. Exactly.
Here's where I fundamentally disagree with Jynxzi, though, because it's not really about the credit. It's a charity. Who gives a about credit? I mean, this stuff...
Well, he is right, though, because MrBeast is going to take credit. I know it's not about credit. MrBeast doesn't care, because that just helps his brand. Look, we save lives. We have to be the biggest brand in the world because of how awesome and good we are for humanity.
Is straight up biblical. My boy Matthew said this. You don't gotta be flaunting your charity and stuff. And while MrBeast might get all the credit, does it really matter at the end of the day?
Shed light.
Nothing matters. This whole fucking thing doesn't matter. Building the wells doesn't matter.
On the performative mechanics of celebrity philanthropy.
Even though I'm low-key ripping off this dude's video, I'm still gonna complain about the AI script. Cool project, awful execution, and while I don't think MrBeast is as malicious as some videos may come out to be, I think he dropped the ball here pretty seriously.
The reading the room of that room with me and Aiden was not good either.
I think MrBeast's biggest problem is he's a corporate robot.
Like, me and Aiden kept pausing and looking at each other, and looking at him as in like, yo, can we do like a read the room check? And it's like he would just not connect.
It's because deep down, MrBeast is still a bit of a nerd. Like, he got all this money and fame, but like, he's still the same dude who he was a while ago.
I dare you to say something controversial. Chris, I was thinking about robbing a store.
You can't do that. You'll get shot, Jimmy.
I'm white.
Wait a minute. I'm white.
I do, however, strongly believe that Jynxzi was the first person to open Pandora's box on MrBeast, and then the other people came out criticizing him.
MrBeast's answer to the criticism has been a deflecting tweet and a lawsuit threat.
Threatening Aiden Ross might be the dumbest thing ever, because you know that dude got some lawyers. Subscribe or MrBeast will brutally tickle you. Unfortunately, we ran out of time for today's video.
I used to be a really big MrBeast fan. And then around COVID happened. Actually, it was whenever he started doing shows and doing things outside of YouTube that I started to fall off. And I started to realize, dude is actually a massive piece of shit, and he doesn't mean to be. He just is. Which is worse than somebody who is trying to be a piece of shit, in my opinion. Because dude is one of the richest people in the world. And I say that not because he's literally one of the richest people. I'm talking about with, like, influence and everything, not just, like, monetary value.
Let's talk about the Lindsay Clancy situation.
Woo!
Now, maybe you don't know what's going on, but the big trial going on right now, and a lot of people are talking about it. I didn't really know anything about this.
Do you think anything's going to happen to her? Because I don't. I think that she's going to end up going free because the internet caught wind of this whole story, and it skews everything whenever the internet does that, whenever a story like this goes viral.
Until last week, and man, does it boil my blood. A lot of people are discussing this.
A lot of
There's
people.
once again a divide between men and women. However, this time it's more of the crazier women that are divided on this. And
I wouldn't say crazy. I would say evil.
And there is one good thing that's come out of this whole situation, and I'll tell you about it in a second in case you've been living under a rock like me, apparently, because I hadn't seen any of the madness going on until the TikTok trend started. But this woman is a symbol of woke, liberal, feminist women, particularly white women. White women, predominantly.
I'm not racist, but I do hate white women.
And there's a lot of...
Not all white women, but you know the kinds.
Reasons that they're supporting this stuff, but in case you don't know, Lindsay Clancy is facing 3 counts of first-degree murder, okay? 3 counts, because she...
Yeah, I think that it should be a worse charge. I think it should be a single charge for killing children, and that should lead to her immediate capital punishment.
She took out 3 children, her children, and...
I think killing 1 children and killing 3 children, killing 10 children, killing 50,000 should all be the same charge.
It is a wild story, and it's so premeditated. She's trying to win on insanity, and she
probably will get that, and she'll probably be able to be out in the general public, at least at some points.
Undoubtedly, I'm sure, is suffering from postpartum depression, and that's where all of these women are coming out and basically supporting her and trying to make it okay to take out your children when they're...
No, I think they're saying it's okay to have those feelings, and sometimes those feelings become reality. I think that's what people are saying. But still, that's fucking insane. Just as insane, I would argue.
Kids were pretty old. 3, 4, I think, was the oldest one.
I think 8 months was the youngest.
This is so disgusting how she did it. She sent her husband out on an errand to go get something, and then did it while he was gone. She took him out with exercise band ropes.
Was she actually trying to do that, though? Or did she just have the time because he's gone? Now do it. I think that's what I gathered from it. It wasn't that she sent him away to kill the kids. He got sent away, or he went on his own volition, and then while he was gone, a voice in her head was like, hey, now's your chance.
And strangled him. Then cut herself up and jumped out a window, trying to take herself out, and that paralyzed.
She was just trying to escape. She was locked in the bedroom. That's what I was hearing.
And now she's sitting on trial. Personally, in a situation like this, I don't even...
It was the husband.
I think there should be a trial. Should just be swift. And then just head on over, get a horse and some rope, head over to the tree.
How about we get 4 horses? Like a horse for each limb?
Done. It's like you can reuse the rope.
Have you ever seen The Hitcher?
It's a little bit better, I think, than using a bullet. But I guess you could reuse that too. So what am I thinking? But anyway, let's talk about this. So this is dividing couple, right? Some people are getting divorced. And I saw this, and I got to say, this guy here made the right decision. My brother, whom gets married in 2 weeks, sent the entire family, plus hers, a group chat saying he is calling off the wedding because his fiance said supported Lindsay Clancy on Friday.
Oh, dude, yes.
Selfish. Based. Absolute king. W for him. Get the hell out. In fact, this is now a test for men and women, and they're both doing it.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, the men testing the women, I can understand that. The women testing the men to see if they support Lindsay Clancy, that's fucking insane.
You are a single man.
You gotta go. And I know that so many men just won't because they're addicted to the pussy.
Or even a married one. Find out how your wife feels about this, because if she said she supports this crazy bitch, it's time to walk.
I don't like to talk shit about my exes, but my exes, the two that I've had, would both be on my side on this. My exes are based.
Walk away. Definitely with your children if you can, because this is insanity. Any woman that supports this, I just don't get it. And postpartum is a very real thing. Postpartum depression is brutal and it's tough on women.
I know what my ex-wife would say. Oh, man, that sucks. I really feel bad for her. I can understand how she came to that point. Capital punishment.
But it should never be okay to do that. And if you're that far gone, you're not needed in society.
True.
You need to go.
Yeah, and if you let the government just load you up with drugs, then you go crazy. It's not like she was being forced to take these drugs.
You are net negative and a danger. Pretty much anybody, I think. You're willing to kill your own flesh and blood like this brutally? And how scary.
And she knew that she was having problems and didn't go seek help.
Scary for them. I don't trust you around anybody because you could go and snap and take anybody out.
True.
So people are getting divorced. There's this lawyer. We're going to watch this guy's video. This lawyer who's talking about now helping people, men, get out of their marriages because they're supporting this crazy bitch. And women are also telling each other to walk away if a man doesn't support.
Hell yeah, good for the men.
Like, you shouldn't even lie and say you do. You don't want to be anywhere near a woman that is crazy enough to support this psycho, okay? But check this out. Here's the women's perspective. Let's watch this woman here and see what she has to say. I'm sure it's reasonable, right? So, woke white woman, I'm sure it's a reasonable take. Let's listen.
No. Yeah, right? Don't say yes. You say no. Capital punishment. She doesn't even need to see the inside of a jail cell.
Bitch, I think she deserves a lot more than jail. I don't even think she deserves a trial because all they're trying to do, because she admits it. She's not saying she's not guilty. She admits it. Absolutely disgusting. And these women, they're really showing up for her. Here's a video from the trial. So this is going to be her rolling in a van.
I think all of this is because of TikTok gassing each other up. Just all these freaks on TikTok. Because you'll have a woman say something crazy and all of a sudden she's got 100,000 likes. You say something true and meaningful on TikTok, there's no outrage clicks. There's no insanity clicks. You get nothing. You get no traction. But you say something crazy, all of a sudden it's going viral and you're making some money.
And look at all these women that do it. They're doing like a heart thing with their hands to show her love and support.
Because it's trendy and gets likes. Not a single one of them doesn't have their fucking phone out, recording it. Look at all of them. Every single one of them has their phone out.
People, mostly women, have gathered outside of the Plymouth Superior Courthouse to show their support for Lindsay Clancy.
They felt like the system failed her. She was begging for help, but no one was there. I don't know if us being here will make her feel any better, but...
She's literally about to cry. This is insane. And who is this loser guy in the red shirt?
Probably there with his wife.
What a...
Or he's trying to get laid.
I should swear too much because I would like the video to get monetized. But there are several explicit names I would like to throw at this gentleman here in the red shirt. What a bum. What an absolute loser this guy is. And like I said, because some people will get mad and say that I'm singling out white women. When you look at this crowd, what's the majority that you see here?
50-year-old white women.
Broken white women. It is white women that seem to be the most broken.
And they all look very, very similar. They're all the same type of white woman.
I like that term people use, like, is it suicidal empathy? These women seem to have.
Also something that I've noticed, None of the wokies are there, like the ones that are obviously wokies. None of the people with the septum piercings and the tattoos and the cropped hair and blue. These are like mostly blonde women.
Because they totally vote against their own
Women
interests.
with braids and pigtails.
Everybody else want to just waste all the money on all these all these social programs. And a really good example of just how gone a lot of them are. This video that went viral, mostly on social media, is this illegal alien or a migrant in one of the European countries. I'm not sure exactly where it was, but he was like masturbating on a beach, all butt out, like all exposed, butt out, schlong out, going to town, and people started to jump him and beat him up. And who ran to his defense to try to help this man? A white woman.
Beat
They
her
seem
too.
to be just absolutely broken, more than any other group of women. I don't know why. Maybe they're all hopped up on SSRIs, just them mostly. I'm not sure. To deny.
It's because they're lame and they're not really breaking any laws. That's why you don't see black women out here, because black women, they break laws and go nuts and have interactions with cops. These freaks are way too boring for that.
That the majority of these radical liberal women aren't white is a cope. It is, I would say, like 60, and this is speculation, right? But I bet you 60% of white women are broken, maybe higher. It's insane what's happened. They don't want to have kids. They only fight to take out their own kids.
They're all on some kind of pills, pharmaceuticals.
It seems to be the number one issue to them, above anything, is their ability to eliminate their own babies. They hate men. They want to be alone. They don't want to have babies or anything. They just want to run around and live the nightlife until they're 60 or 70. And then a lot of them wake up and say, shit, I wish I'd had a family.
And then breast cancer.
Now I'm old. I can't have kids. I'm going to die alone. Sad.
I mean, she's living in hell right now.
Just wanted to support Lindsay and just say it could be, one of my sister-in-laws, it could be one of my best friends, and it could be me.
You can send all of them to the dumpster, too, if that's what they want to do. I wouldn't support
Deport them all.
somebody. I'd drop them like a hat.
I need a deport them button. Hold on. I got to start writing shit down.
Like a bad habit in a hat if they told me they support this woman, because that's absolutely disgusting. Such moral bankruptcy.
So just here to support.
We are hearing her. We see that she tried.
We see you, Queen.
And I really do believe that.
It's unexcusable, a state of psychosis. Do you know how rare it is to win insanity? And if she's this broken, I don't want her around living off taxpayer dime. That money could be spent towards actually maybe helping people that, won't do something insane like this. Maybe pull them back. I don't know. But once you're this far gone, we don't need you around it.
She went into a state of psychosis.
Clancy's supporters call her attorney Kevin Reddington a champion of women's rights. Is she aware of this support, and what does she think of this support?
I'm going to go in and see her right now. I'm sure that she is, and if she isn't, she will be.
What do you think about?
She's so beat up and just so sad. This will really help her out, I think.
Tell her we love her. The crowd of about 200 to 300 people lined the road at.
These are the same women that were drooling over that Luigi Mangione guy.
As Lindsay Clancy was brought into the courthouse.
All white women, by the way. All of them.
All the same kind of white woman, by the way.
I hope.
The kind that wear the giant sunglasses, wear pink. Look at all the pink.
Hope when this is all over that the medical field gets, held responsible for some of this, because she tried. She tried desperately to get help.
I don't disagree with that, the first part. I think that we should be going after Big Pharma because of shit like this.
And it wasn't there.
There's so many therapists out there. People should have taken her kids from her. I will say that. If she really was trying hard or whatever, the husband should have taken the kids and went somewhere for a while or whatever.
It's not up to him. Unfortunately, there was nothing that he could have done about this, because if he would have done that, the internet would have been against him. She would have started making TikToks, been like, my husband took my kids, just because I'm a little sad.
But still, ultimately, she's the one that took that.
And he probably would have been arrested.
That exercise ban to them and took them out. She should not get any special. And she needs to go right to the chair. That's where she needs to go.
Zap.
Whether she's guilty, innocent, it doesn't really matter. 3 lives.
And she's sitting there, like, babying that dog, like, shaking it around like it's a child. she's trying to get to take a nap.
Gone. And so just get to the truth. That's all.
Hundreds of.
We know the truth. She admitted it. Now, here's the good stuff. Just in, a divorce attorney confirms he has multiple male clients requesting to use their wives' public support of Lindsay Clancy in custody battles.
Oh,
if a woman
shit.
thinks it's okay to kill your kid because you have postpartum depression, that woman should lose all visitation rights, period.
True. Oh, boy, I got an idea. My roommate is trying to get, well, he's not really trying to get full custody of his kids, but his ex is fucking crazy and she's not around, and he's always afraid that she's going to come around and take the kids away from him because they don't have any agreements saying that she has to stay away. And one of the kids isn't actually his. He just takes care of the kid because he's a badass. But that's constantly a fear that he has. But if we can get her to admit that she is on board with Lindsay Clancy, unfortunately, I don't think that she is, because she's a little based.
Agree with him. Would you want someone like that? Oh, I was depressed that they just decided to take out my children. And you know what they want, really? The ability to do that and not get in trouble.
And also attention.
Because a lot of particular white women really do not seem to value the lives of children at all.
That's why they support abortion, which is worse than the Holocaust.
They see them as disposable.
Yeah, they want to be able to kill their kids even after the kids are born. Because what the Denim said it, they don't create memories until they're at least 5 years old, which is not fucking true.
All they talk about. That's like their number one concern. And we're not.
They just signed, where was it that they signed that you can have an abortion all the way up till birth now? Excuse me, what?
It's well past the, couple of weeks in or a month or whatever.
By the way, all of those women vote. Every single one of those women vote. You know that they do.
No, they want to be able to do it all the way up until the date of birth.
No, they want even past that.
It's disgusting. I don't like any of that shit at all. But for real, man, like, what is going on? So bless this man. Get them out. Get those children away from these crazy ass women.
100%. I've already been consulting men in custody cases where their baby mama has been doing the solidarity hold a heart thing with the Lindsay Clancy stuff, and he's like, hey, this woman's got all kinds of former depressive issues, she's had self-harm issues, this now is evidence and validation that I have of that fact, concern based upon prior allegations with no evidence, but allegations of hitting the kids. And so yeah, we're gonna go and swing for the fences, and we're gonna try to strip him from having visitation rights. I want to be able to have a forensic psychiatrist interview this woman, just see just how wackadoodle she is. And we're going to use...
Excellent.
Fuck yeah. Dude, maybe TikTok wasn't such a bad idea after all, because now we're starting to notice these people and we're starting to do something about them.
Excellent. I love...
We should not ban these people. We should leave their videos up and let them get all the likes. And then we can find them. And then we can do something about it. Legally.
I think this is fantastic news. And hopefully a lot of women completely lose their rights over this because they're batshit crazy.
I think that they should be removed from general society.
Would feel for the safety of my children if they were with a woman like that.
I feel for the safety of the entire general public. Lock them up, deport them, stick them in an asylum or something.
It's clearly they got something wrong with them. And this shit is all over TikTok. All over TikTok. All these insane women they're setting up tripods and putting their cameras in there and then recording themselves fake crying while holding.
Oh man, maybe I should make a Lindsay Clancy video of me crying and holding a heart in solidarity. That'd be fucking great. Maybe I go viral.
Their babies and stuff. It's the same shit that we saw. Remember when everyone was on lockdown and you're seeing the nurses set up cameras and acting all sad in front of all performance. It's a bunch of performative shit. But I would absolutely want to run with that and take it to a lawyer.
I saw a video of oh boy, there are people making videos about this, by the way, in support of Lindsay Clancy, and then it zooms out and it's like she's laying on the couch with a camera pointed at her with the ring light. I love that. I love these kinds of memes where they're like, they're pointing out that it's all fake.
To get the kid away from someone like that. Man, it's scary. This is absolutely a deal breaker, in my opinion. If you're with somebody and they say they support what this woman did, get out, get out. That's not somebody you want to be with, because ultimately when you get with somebody, like, would hope it would be to start a family eventually.
Imagine how many lives Lindsay Clancy saved by killing her kids in this going viral. Very, very unfortunate. But the amount of divorces that are going to happen because of this, and the amount of children that are getting away from these fucking lunatic women, I love it. I love it so much. I'm not going to say thank you to Lindsay Clancy. I'm going to say thank you to the kids for being martyrs.
You don't want to start a family with somebody who thinks it's okay to be depressed and then eliminate your own offspring. That's unhinged. You're supposed to become wired to protect them no matter what, especially the men. Protecting your children, like that's what you do. So, I mean, our society is so screwed up. I don't think has there ever been a society as broken as ours?
Yes.
Yes,
it used to be much, much worse. This kind of thing used to happen all the time, and nothing was able to be done about it because nobody knew about it. There was no way to tell. There was no technology.
Thought, right? Remember when social media first came out? It's like you would think that we've never been so connected, right? But in reality, we've never been so far apart, so disconnected.
And we've never been able to see these crazy fucking people.
You see it everywhere. Nobody likes to talk to each other. Most people don't even know who their neighbors are anymore. Well, I think one of the worst things to happen to us as a society is social media. I really do. I think it's absolutely screwed us up.
No, I disagree. I think people screwed themselves up because they locked themselves up in their houses and they're just on social media constantly. I know my neighbors. I help run a farm. It's like, just do better. This isn't social media's fault. This is humanity's fault.
More than we'll ever probably know. And this is some of that. Very depressing. Depressing topic, I'm sorry, but I'm just blown away by this trial. I wish I had found out about it sooner. But nonetheless, at least it's exposing people to just how crazy these feminist women are. I mean, because this really shows it. This is some of the wildest shit, man. So at least there's that. And it's showing a lot of people that, maybe you're not with the right person. I agree with that woman. This is ask day one on a date. How do you feel about this? It's wild, huh? And if they say they support it, get the hell out. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, and then she's going to make a TikTok like, I can't believe this man just walked out of the date after he asked me about Lindsay Clancy. And I stand with Lindsay Clancy.
In the car, throw that bitch in drive and fuck out of there. Anyway. That's pretty much it. Let me know your thoughts on this insanity.
It is fucking insane. I hate that this is happening, but at the same time, I kind of love that it's happening because so many people are exposing themselves for what they really are. Demons!
Streamer Shroud is doing some sort of partnership with Insomniac here, promoting Marvel's Wolverine. They even apparently flew the guy out to the offices and made this little...
Yeah, that's what they do with all of the games journalists. They take them to parties, and then they do backroom handshakes, and they all promote each other.
Video with him, which I'll show you in a moment, 36 seconds long. As you might expect, the comments are not really supportive of this collaboration, though. So let's take a look. He says, big thank you to Insomniac Games for letting me hang around the studio. Dude, I just think it's funny because, like, I would never want to go to that studio, let alone thank them. Hey, do you want to come to the studio? Yeah, thanks. How about no? How about you stay away from me? But he says, Marvel's Wolverine will be available exclusively on PS5 on September 15th.
I could see how this could work, but what they're doing is getting this content creator to fall in love with them so that they'll promote their content for them. But what they really should be doing is like, documentary style promotion where the guy comes in, tours the studio, gives some history on it, doesn't talk about the game and how good it is. That's acceptable. But whenever you throw these lavish parties and you throw these events on for games journalists so you can get good clicks, it's fucking disgusting. That's why nobody trusts any of the game corporations or the games journalists.
Pre-order now, everybody, at PlayStation, at Marvel Games, PS5, PS5 Games, Wolverines, Wolverine EPS5, #ad. Yeah, dude, let's go to the studio. I'm sure these will be, some real gamers, real Marvel fans.
This explains everything with Wolverine, all the problems that I have. Was Wolverine mocapped by a woman? And then they edited the body shape to look like a man, and that's why it looks so fucking weird, why it doesn't look right? They probably use a fat woman, too.
They would be a pleasure to hang out with, That would be really insightful. That would be such a great day.
And I could see them using a dude for Jean Grey.
Yeah.
Or a
big
masculine
thank you
woman.
to PlayStation for sponsoring this video, because somehow I managed to get a sneak peek of the upcoming Marvel's Wolverine game. And let me tell you, gamers and Marvel fans are in for a real treat. I convinced Insomniac to
Yeah, you're not going to say anything other than that because you're getting paid.
let me take a look around the studio, including
industry
checking out the
shill.
motion capture room. Also got to see some sets from the game, including the Princess Bar. And then finally, I got my hands on the game.
All right, it's time to play.
It's brutal, visceral, really makes you feel like you're Wolverine. Insomniac is so good at that, making you feel like that character. I can't wait to play it.
Oh man, the vocal fry is pissing me off.
I'm so pumped. You should be too.
You should be pumped for this game.
Because Marvel's Wolverine is out September 15th, exclusively on the PlayStation 5.
I love how completely out of touch all of them are. Like, dude, they literally use two of the most mocked scenes in the entire game that we've seen so far, in the entire gameplay we've seen so far. And they think this is like a cool thing. Gamers are going to love this. The first scene is this one when he jumps out of the plane, falls out of the plane, and like, you know, flips off the character that he was talking to. And the defenders are like, dude, he's flipped people off with his claws before. And it's like, yeah, but the way they did it's cringe. Insomniac is making...
Yeah, look at his face. Look how baby face he is doing that. And that soy smile he's got going on. It's fucking cringe. You look back at the times that Wolverine did this, he looks like a mean badass whenever he's doing it.
Making this so cringe. And people analyzed, it's probably the way he like has this weird grin and like jumps out of the plane at the same time. It's like, you're doing too much. You're trying too hard. Now, personally...
They should have left his face in that particular moment blank.
I've never thought flipping someone off to be a cool thing. I know movies for a long time have tried to make that like a cool thing.
This could have been cool if he would have been blank face and his face didn't look like that. It was just all weird and bubbly.
To me, it's never come off as cool because I'm like, oh, so you're mad. Okay.
If he would have been expressionless, that would have been pretty cool. But once again, what the fuck is with the proportions of his body?
You're mad. I got it. That's not a dub in my opinion. And then like they took it even further with this scene though, because the whole like as mentioned, like falling.
It's fucking. Look at his tiny
out
feet.
The plane and the explosion in the background at the same time. Like
he got tiny little feet compared to the size of his body. Why are his legs so stubby and his body is wide?
Literally peak cringe. And then they include the next one, which is this scene, which I might actually.
He looks like he's taking a shit.
Be responsible for really getting this scene mocked because I had a somewhat viral tweet comparing this to Erika Ishii, and I was doing it, you know, as a joke a bit, but like there was a similarity with like the way the mouth was open, the face in particular, and the defenders really got mad at me for that. I'll show you that in a second, but let's just play this like, you know, couple second part here again real quick. Oh, I want the sound on. Let's go back.
For a real treat.
Dude, that generic like rah. Oh,
dude, Skyrim did it better with the force push.
Oh my gosh. Dude, how do you make a Wolverine game and give him negative aura? Like that's actually impressive. That takes talent. Obviously the wrong kind of talent.
Why does he slightly have a lazy eye too?
Which is to say there's no talent.
And his teeth are so fucking clean.
But you get the point. And that takes me to the Erika Ishii tweet that I made. So my silly little tweet here, this got 11,000 likes, almost 400,000 views, and like 99% of the responses were people understanding the point here. And 1% were like somehow acting like they were oblivious and making horrible bad faith arguments, or they were actually that ignorant. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to tell. But like, you know, people, like I said, 99% of people got the joke. They're putting like the soy lint. They've got like the soy jack on them. Like, yeah, dude, that is actually so accurate. And since then, I've seen this image actually getting a lot of reposts places. I think this is the first time it was posted, at least the first time I saw it on August 15th here, from this guy responding to me. So that was hilarious too. Here's an example of the terrible arguments people were bringing up though in the response.
Well, he looked like this in the comics. I don't give a shit. The comics are old, and it's been so long since I read X-Men comics and Wolverine comics, and also their drawings that they didn't spend $500 million on.
Because Wolverine has never in the 50 years he's existed, has never ever not once made that face. Go the F outside and
yeah, and also this is badass looking.
Breathe some fresh air. And it's like, dude, that's not even remotely the same energy. It takes me back to what I said a moment ago.
It really reminds me of Marvel's The Avengers video game. And all I can think about is what it's going to be like when this game comes out and Oni Plays gets a hold of it.
Somehow Marvel's Wolverine, this upcoming game, they gave him like negative aura. Like, that looks weak. It looks cringe. It literally looks weak.
You're gay!
This, I'm still not a Wolverine fan, so this doesn't really do anything for me. But
right?
You can clearly see, like...
Yeah, even though I've read a lot of the X-Men and a lot of the Wolverine stuff, I'm not really a fan. So none of this is getting me.
Like, there is actual...
People are calling me a tourist. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm a tourist. Call me a tourist all you want. It's meaningless. It's not going to get me to buy the game. What do you think here?
Intimidating energy here, somewhat, compared to this. And when I say I'm not a Wolverine fan, it's just because I've never been a fan of the archetype of like, oh, I'm gonna get angry and like aggressive. Like, that's just not my sort of character type. I respect Wolverine. I like him for like what he does to help other mutants. I like that he's like kind of a role model of sorts to the other mutants. I like his dedication to helping Professor X and, you know, his long-standing history and his lineage. I respect all that. I'm just saying, like, you know, big, angry, or not, it's not really big, but it's the opposite of big, actually. But, you know, angry, aggressive character archetype, just not my preferred archetype. That's all. To clarify one thing, though, that doesn't mean I dislike him. I've actually got a more positive opinion than negative opinion of him. Just saying, you know, he wouldn't be on my list of favorites. Let's return to the...
He's not even in my top 100 of comic book characters.
The Shroud tweet. Let's take a look at the public reception that this tweet is getting. So, at the very top, we've got, you realize you tarnish your brand as a gamer completely by taking money and marketing trash slop like this game? You have to be smart enough to realize this, right? Let's check out the responses here.
Well, he doesn't have to be smart enough to realize it because he's getting paid.
They don't care. They just want clout, perks, incentives, and invites to events.
Yeah.
I just don't understand that. Why would anyone want to be a part of those events? And what clout? It's literally
because there's money and there's big things.
Negative clout. Hey, I worked with Insomniac. Yeah, like, that's bad. Why would you want to work with those guys?
Because what you see in front of your face whenever you're there, it's exciting.
Guys, hey, I worked with a lot of modern audience devs. Look at my clout, gamers. Isn't that cool? No, it's literally the opposite. What? So fundamentally, yeah, I just don't understand that.
It would be cool if, like, I went to Insomniac. It's not cool when a multi-millionaire, super famous streamer goes to Insomniac. That's lame.
At all. And if the argument's simply, oh, they paid him, I get it. We all need money. But
no, it's not just money.
I think it's important to also have
It's more about the event and the feelings while you're at the event.
Standards. At least to me, that's an important thing. Most of the sponsorship offers I've got, I decline. It's very rare where I actually accept one. Then we got this comment. You could have at least held the clause properly. Dude, I didn't catch this, but yeah, that is actually not...
You people call me a tourist.
Not correct, huh? Why is it coming out of like the thumb and the index finger area? Where would the claw even be coming out of there? Like magically out of thin air? Like, dude.
It's AI generated.
This is so symbolic of how little these people care. These people being like the devs at Insomniac. They don't even care about making an actual good Wolverine game. And it's so symbolic that the guy they fly out to do the promotion with them, they don't even get the clause right either in the promotional material. Like, it's not a huge deal, but it is funny, like I said. It's symbolic and
oh no! I just found out that Dolly Parton just passed away. Damn it!
It's funny. At least he got the other one right, though. Wait, did he? Oh no, wait. I don't even think he got that one right either. Catering to streamers again. This game is gonna flop so hard, says this comment. But let's take a look at this. Let's focus on this for a second. Maybe we shouldn't focus on this for a second, actually. Maybe we should just erase this from our memory. Dude, is this Aloy? This is the Horizon character Aloy, right? I remember that character. They added her to Genshin Impact, and all the Genshin players were like, dude, this character sucks. And they don't even let us delete her. It was actually probably one of the funniest Genshin controversies of all time, actually.
And it's really unfortunate because I really liked the first Horizon game. I haven't played any of the other Horizon stuff, but the first one was all right. It was a solid 7 out of 10. Sometimes Aloy's face looked weird, but it's an older game, so I just let it be, even though I know they made her uglier than the actual normal actor on purpose to reset beauty standards.
Actually, people were literally like, dude, I don't even want her in my character catalog, but we can't delete her. What was there was like some what were people doing? There was a workaround, I think. It was like leave her at level 1 so she's at least at the bottom or something. I thought there was a better workaround though. I'm forgetting. This was years ago. I actually do remember the leave her at level 1 was like the obvious play where at least again she's at the bottom of your roster so you don't have to really look at her. That's what I ended up doing. But there was a better workaround. If I recall, this was what it was. People were saying if you don't collect her from the mailbox, like if you don't collect the gift, quote unquote, from the mailbox, you don't actually claim her, that after 30 or 60 days, whatever the period is, she'll get like auto deleted from your mail. So that was the workaround, I think.
That's like opening up your mailbox and there's a cherry bomb in there and it explodes and you're just injured for life. That's what that is. That's what it is when you get Aloy in your mailbox in Genshin Impact.
According to Recollection. In the quote tweets, we've got Shroud liking it and getting paid to promote it, confirms it's actually going to be pure garbage. And then right below that, we got It's a Gundam showing Shroud in a Fallout suit, right?
Remember
that is
this?
a Fallout suit, right? Wait, what does Shroud have to do with Fallout? Is there...
Yeah, he promoted that garbage show.
Is there some explanation in the comments here? Let's take a look. So there actually wasn't, but I just Googled Shroud and Fallout, and it popped up this trailer from like 6 months ago. Fallout official dog meat trailer.
I shit
Shroud.
on it. This right here, this kind of shit makes me not want to enjoy your product because it takes me out of it.
I just never understand why some streamers, they're so desperate to be a part of Hollywood and like the AAA video game industry. It's so weird to me because, again, there's this major disconnect where for me, I want to be on the complete opposite from those people.
Yeah, I want to be going to events that indie publishers, that indie devs are putting on. I want to go to these retro nostalgia events. I want to go to the AA games events and support all of that stuff. I don't even play AAA games. The only AAA that I like is Resident Evil. Everything else, I'm all indie and retro, baby.
Hey, do you want to be a part of the established corpos? Absolutely not. I want to do my own thing. So I've just never understood that. The only good thing about this trailer are the dogs, though. The dogs are cool. The dogs are cute. Anyways, that is the latest Shroud situation.
Yeah, what a disgusting freak.